devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess.
Shout out for joining us, everybody. Today with me I've got Tabile. What's up, Tabile? How you doing?
I'm good, and you, buddy?
I am good, my boy. So tell me, what are we going to be doing today? Is it a full body, or are we looking to work on a specific body part?
Well, this entire week I was doing isolation exercises.
Okay.
And the weekend I tend to do full body exercises.
So it's a full body exercise.
Full body, my man.
Let's go. Okay.
I like to start with the chest,
Start with
push-ups.
chest,
So we'll
okay.
do a Spider-Man push-up.
Some Spider-Man push-ups.
Alright, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go, my man.
Yes, sir. So, a bit of background.
Yes, sir.
Acting, is it something that you've always wanted to do, or is it something that you kind of picked up along the way?
I would actually say it's something that I've always wanted to do.
Okay.
But what really brought it to life was after coming to the Settlers High School in grade 9.
Okay.
And then from that day, I was like, yeah, moi, I am going to after.
So, as a celebrity or as someone who's well recognized in the industry,
Yeah.
not a lot of people get to know you personally. So, how would you best describe yourself? I'll just tell you.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, Thasy.
Yeah.
That is one of the hardest questions to answer. But one thing I would like to say, as compared to the different answers that I had in the previous years,
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to become a chameleon.
Comedian, okay?
You know, in the sense of always be interchangeable
Okay.
in whatever you do.
Okay.
Don't only stick to one thing.
Okay.
So for now, that's the best way to describe it.
Is this within acting, or are you talking about different roles, or looking into doing other things other than just acting itself?
Yes, doing other things essentially.
You spoke to me about being a chameleon, so can you elaborate on that? Can you tell me more on that?
When I say chameleon, it's a thing of being an actor has taught me that you have to adapt.
Okay.
You know, your situation doesn't necessarily mean you're always gonna act.
Okay.
And Cape Town has taught me that. So now I'm trying to tap into the skills that I actually learned in high school.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now in Cape Town. Because I am essentially a Jersey-based actor instead of Cape Town. But now I'm honing that skill to better me as a person. So people always ask, what are you doing in Cape Town? What are you shooting in Cape Town? No, guys, I don't necessarily act in Cape Town, but I do tap into other skills in Cape Town.
Cape Town?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What kind of skills would that be? Like just top of mind.
Sales. Let's call that. It's sales, my man. It's sales.
So as an actor, you don't just act. You also do other things like sales.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like in Hollywood, you'd see actors spending months prepping physically for a role.
Yes, sir.
You as an actor, do you try to maintain a certain look throughout, or do you train for whatever role it is that you're auditioning for?
Well, that's actually a really good question. I like that question because the first role that made me actually train was the role of Bonga for Generations, because I was kind of skinny for that role, you know, and so I had to, pick up some muscle, and then I never looked back ever since. And it's the thing of I want to maintain this body so that I'm suited for any role.
So is it safe to say that acting is what actually, how can you say this, encouraged you to start gymming?
No, it made me more serious about gymming. But then the role of Bonga motivated me to have such a body structure, and I never looked back ever since. I mean, it's also nice to look and feel good, man. Come on.
I feel like helps you in your career.
Most definitely. I still want to play a superhero one day. I still want to play that superhero, man.
So I'm gonna take you back a bit. Your first audition, how was it? Tell me about it.
My first audition was in 2019.
Okay.
For my first film, actually, my first audition, I actually got the gig. It was for Pinky Pinky. It's a film on LeMac, if you're wondering. It was really nice. It was kind of weird because I was still not accustomed to what happens in audition. So I got the script in English.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to translate. I didn't, so I went to the audition not knowing that I had to translate. And they're like, can you please translate it? I had to translate on the spot during my audition, and I got it.
So you winged it and you got the audition.
Know what I'm saying?
You finalized things.
Things are feeling tight.
So in for the next young Tabile watching and wanting to achieve what you achieved, to be on the sets that you've been on, what kind of tips and advice would you have for them?
Most importantly, especially for the audition process, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts, and once you're in that space of actors and sets, don't allow them to bully you. Don't. Because once they do it, they will continuously do it. And that's what I've learned the hard way. I was bullied on my previous set, but I was like, you know what, I'm not going to stand for this. And so I stood up for myself, and it just felt good taking your power back. Another one, do not be desperate for every audition. Do not be desperate for every audition.
You have to be authentic within yourself and for every role that you want. So choose your roles carefully.
Yes, essentially.
So what's next? What can people expect from you?
You know, since we've done chest, arms and legs, let's pop these shoulders, man. Let's pop some shoulders. I usually tend to now, it's just to experiment.
Okay.
Last year was essentially to experiment.
Okay.
But being in Cape Town this year has taught me just choose your roles. Because now I didn't want to be an archetype. Tough. So we're going to do 10 of these, man. 10 here, 10 there.
10 here.
I didn't want to be archetype because I was cast as Ubonga.
Okay.
And then immediately after being cast as Ubonga, I was cast another rugby role.
Okay.
On the station. And I was like, because now if station is going to cast me like this, am I going to always be the rugby player?
Okay.
But luckily, I got Goodbye Koko, which was, it was accent work.
Okay.
I had to have a British accent. And then after Goodbye Koko, I got Grootboom and Sons, where I had to play a completely different character from what I'm used to. Ipara. And I was like, wow, because I lost weight and everything. It was really fun. And people got to experience a different type of character. And
they saw another side of you that they hadn't seen before.
So it was a thing of, now I've shown that I do not have to be archetype.
Okay.
Let's go. One, two.
So, for
3.
someone who's also not looking to be archetyped and like stereotypically casted, what advice would you give them?
8. Let's say 9. 10. Now that I've played 2 characters as rugby players, so I would suggest people who play 2 of the same characters. If you get another audition brief for a similar character, don't take it. Don't take it. So basic repetition, try not to do the same thing over and over. Because now you're going to be staying in your comfort zone.
And in that lane.
Exactly. Look at soap stars who've been playing the same character for 10 years. You see them on a new show, it's very similar to what they played previously.
So, to end things off, what can people expect from you? Where else what are people getting next from you?
Ooh, I love this question because I never answer it. I like to keep people guessing. Like to keep them guessing. Don't get used to me.
Don't get used to me.
Yeah, don't get used to me.
So you're not giving us anything?
No, I'm not giving you anything, but just know things are, under construction, like this booty.
I feel you. So where can people find you? Your socials? How can people connect to you?
On Instagram, it's at Tabile. There's no H, so it's TABILE _. TikTok, it's at Tabile Tau, so it's TABILE TAU. I'm just keeping it Instagram and TikTok right now.
Alright, brother. I appreciate it. I enjoyed the session. It was a good chat. Cut.